shaped you the most? Who would like to start, ladies? Jen, do you want to go ahead? Tell us, what event in life has shaped you the most?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, for me, what shaped me the most, it's when I actually packed my car by myself when I was 19-year-old and I moved to Vancouver. I did not speak English. And I thought, this English thing is easy. I'm going to fly across Canada, drive across Canada. I mean, felt like flying, but then I had a great time. But when I got here, yeah, I was on to a really big reality check. And I realized that it doesn't matter how nice and fun you are. If you don't speak the language, you're alone. So I had to sit down, and I actually had to find a French community around me, because social interaction is very important for mental wellness. Yeah. And also I had to sit down and learn. And seriously, I had to go back to UBC, and that was not easy. So that really shaped me to sit down and work hard for what you want to accomplish in life. Mm-hmm.
Love it. So for you, it was moving across the country.
And the impact of that, right?
Yes. What about you? What has shaped you the most in life?
I hate to jump on her wagon, but I would actually say emigrating as well. I did it impactful twice, I'd say, but the first time would be when I moved from Ghana to England, because I didn't speak English either, and I didn't want to come to England. My parents were students in England, and my grandparents, who was the only parents I knew, shipped me away as far as I was concerned, and that was horrible. Hated it, hated the weather, hated the people, did not speak a word, so I was kind of seen as a freak, and I was stubborn. I refused to learn. And over time, I mastered English, but I was not happy. And going through school over time made me realize that it's important to learn a language, but it's actually important to feel like you fit in. And that's not something that you always have control of. And I was always the outsider, because I was always the only African kid in school. And that was from North England to the South. But eventually I found friends and did well, but it was just that sense of not belonging always made me kind of a person who was always willing to make everybody a friend. It's like I found it difficult for people to accept me, but I was loving when everybody who would give me the opportunity. So I think that's what impacted my character and my personality.
Love it. Very interesting. I wonder if we're going to have a pattern of a sense of belonging. We started off with moving across the country and finding your own people. And then we found moving across continents and finding kind of a sense of belonging. Kiara, what event in life has shaped you the most?
You know what? There's so many of them, but I think birthing my children, all that. But I think the one that shaped me the most and kind of pushed me the most was my divorce. Through my divorce, I lost my village. My decision wasn't accepted by anyone. So therefore, I didn't belong anymore anywhere. So my village, I lost it. And that was really hard. But I also learned that you can create a new village. And my friends became my village and my strength. And it gave me my purpose and to keep going. So you create your own village, you create your own happiness and your own support. So yeah, that divorce was a big life change for me. I went from living with my parents to living with my ex. And this was the first time living on my own and raising my 3 kids by myself. So I'm going to have to say divorce, and yes, belonging, finding a place where I belonged as the new me, as more like the real me coming out and being authentic to myself and not to cultural, expectations or anything like that. So yeah, there you go. That's my belonging.
Thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing. I can't imagine that was an easy time, and I do see parallels. We are continuing the parallels of finding a village, and they're all new villages. Genevieve, please, we would love to hear from you. What event in life has shaped you the most?
Yeah, I was going to say my move to Vancouver as well, but since it's been touched on, I'm going to go to my second most meaningful event. Because I have to, I would echo both the other Geneviève and Fitnat as well in just the belonging and everything. I would say my event that shaped me the most very early on was doing the Landmark Forum. And I am
I did that.
I'm not a poster
Yay.
child of the Landmark Forum, but I live it every day. And it gave
Sorry,
me,
Genevieve,
Yep.
what's the Landmark Forum in one sentence? Is it like PSI or?
it's a weekend of transformation.
Okay,
And it's a weekend where you basically do probably 100 sessions of therapy within one weekend.
wow.
And you basically let go. But for me specifically, what really was a game changer was when when English is not your first language and you go do something like that, it gives you a whole box of new words that you can put like in your toolbox to be able to communicate with people. So for me, that was a life-changing experience. My husband had done it before I did, and I was able to, share that with him. And it was one of my most life-changing events. I mean, I got married after and kids and all of those, events are obviously life-changing and body-changing and everything else. But I have to say, in terms of communicating with people, which I love to do, and I like to listen, and it just gave me and my listening tools that I have now and my communication skills and a whole new set of words to be able to communicate with people. And it's so interesting because I find right now there's also in the media a lot of new words like atmospheric river and all the the interesting words that are in the media right now. And I'm finding myself learning some more I don't know, it's just scientific words. Anyway, so I'm always very interested, and I'm always interested when people correct me, just to improve my own communication skills, really. So that's it. That was a life-changing event for me.
Thank you for sharing. That's really fantastic. I do feel like there might have been a bit of tribe building in that community, but I'm not gonna weave that through every story tonight. Elena, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna share mine real quick.
Of course. Yeah, let's hear it.
Think the 1990s. I'm a 21-year-old girl that this is like pre-internet and Google in everyone's homes. I have an opportunity to go and do the scariest thing, one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. I get a mail and there is a flight ticket for me to board an airplane to fly across the world to fly there blindly. Like, there's no Google. I can't Google this place to see if it's legit or not. I'm literally going by the goodness and opinion of people.
That's a risk.
And I'm flying across the world to go and join a cruise ship to work on it.
Ah, cool.
So the one event in life that really truly shaped me from being a young girl, a teenager, was the moment where my mom dropped me off at YVR, and I have my suitcase, and everything that I own is in that suitcase. Although I checked that in at that time, so I had my carry-on, but the suitcase was kind of with me. And I walk, this is years ago, so I walk into the duty-free shop and I look back to like wave to my mom, and she's no longer there. And that was a moment for me when the world stood still.
Cool.
Truly, really, the world stood still for a moment, and I was like, oh my God, this was a moment where I stepped from being a teenager, a young girl, to now I face the world, the entire world, all on my own. And it was, I had an opportunity to travel to over 70 countries. So it ended up being a really amazing opportunity. But that 1 second, that 5 seconds in life was really, truly a moment in time that changed me it was a stepping stone from being a young lady to now I'm a global citizen. I travel the world. I can handle anything. So that was my moment in time. Elena, what about you? What is one event in life that shaped you the most?
Well, it's funny. I actually did a couple of landmark courses as well. That wasn't what I was going to say. I totally get the divorce thing as well. That was a huge pivotal moment for me as well, was getting divorced and having to start all over again. I'm going to say gangster rap. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, yeah, I get
Gangster
it.
rap
I
thing,
can't
but
wait to hear where this is going.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Oh,
I mean,
let's
no,
watch
I'm
the
just
Super
kidding.
Bowl this
I
weekend.
know. Oh, I've got to watch that. And no,
Oh,
but
I'll
really,
be watching that.
and I don't want to do community because I was thinking about that too. I was bullied in high school, and so university was amazing for me, finding my tribe and all that. But I don't want Anna to weave me in there. So I'm going to say
Too
that,
late. It's too late. You've already.
it's too late. It's too late. No, I almost had a fatal car accident up on the Upper Levels Highway near Cypress Bowl, where the brake rotor from a car going the opposite direction. It was a speeding drunk driver. His SUV hit the guardrail, flipped over, and half of his brake rotor flew over the guardrail and went right into my car. And if I was going a second faster, it would have gone through the windshield and I wouldn't have a head now. So my pivotal moment was nearly dying on the highway, although it went into my car and, I was saved. But knowing that we only have a short time here on earth, that every day is a gift and we really don't know when our time is up. We all think we're going to live to be 80 or 90 years old, but really the ultimate thing is that we have to live in the now, because we really, every day is a gift and it can't be taken for granted. So that would be my pivotal moment, was just that aha moment. And that was in 2011. So it's been a 10-year thing, but there are lots of pivotal moments for everyone, right? So
Yeah.
what's your pivotal moment? I think everyone should comment in the link below, and we would love to hear what changed your life and what your pivotal moment was. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. Night.